43 guns found at Kingston wharf. Police slap away 5 gunmen in 24 hours. Double murder in Portmore. 2 schoolboys murdered by gunmen. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. Last week we mentioned that 5 barrels of guns were intercepted at the Kingston wharf and 33 guns were found. Well, we got an update and the count is not 33. The up-to-date count is 43. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has disclosed that 43 illegal firearms and more than 2,800 rounds of ammunition were seized Wednesday at the wharf in Kingston. They were found in a shipment which originated from the United States and involved 5 barrels that were declared as containing grocery and clothing items. The guns and ammunition were seized during a joint operation between the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division and the Jamaica Customs Agency Contraband Enforcement Team. The JCF said an inspection of the barrel was conducted which resulted in the seizure. Senior Superintendent of Police Samuel Blake, head of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigations Division, said this seizure is a significant blow to criminal organizations operating in Jamaica. The investigation into the seizure is still ongoing. SSP Blake said police will continue to work with local and international law enforcement agencies to identify those responsible for the illicit shipment. And with so many murders in Jamaica and so many mothers and fathers crying, people living in America still continue to send guns to Jamaica. What kind of heart do these people have in their chests? St. James residents are being placed on high alert after the carcass of a protected species was discovered at a restaurant in Montego Bay. Speaking at a monthly meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation on Thursday, Acting Chief Public Health Inspector Sharika Lewis said crocodile remains were found at an unnamed food establishment during an inspection to determine whether the facility should be reopened. The health department previously shut down the establishment. Ms. Lewis issued a note of caution to the public and food establishment about the kinds of meat legally allowed for consumption, and alligator meat is not one of them. 15 meat shops in St. James have so far been checked, 8 of which were found to be satisfactory and 7 unsatisfactory. Ms. Lewis said several kilograms of goat and cow meat were also seized. Meanwhile, the St. Catherine South Police said that Thursday's double murder in the Portmore community of Reedspen in Old Britain was gang-related. The police said that the incident was a reprisal attack and further retaliation is also expected. 4 people have been killed over the last month, including 2 women. In the latest attack, which occurred at about 4:45 p.m. Thursday, a man and a woman were shot at a house at 59 Bloom Grove Way. The deceased have been identified as 35-year-old shopkeeper Anita Mills, otherwise called Ratty, and 40-year-old Dimitri Mackenzie, both of the same address. It's reported that explosions were heard coming from inside the house. A family member who was also home went to investigate and found the wounded Mackenzie at the entrance of the veranda and a front bedroom. Miss Mills was found face down at the back door of the kitchen, also with what appeared to be bullet wounds. They were both pronounced dead at hospital. And that was news from St. Catherine South. Now, St. Catherine North Police said that 3 men were fatally shot during a joint police military operation in the division on Friday morning. They were also on the police radar. The men were killed and 2 illegal guns seized during separate operations in Ewerton and Linstead. Police have declined to release the names of the deceased at this time. In the meantime, the superintendent said 2 men who were fatally shot by police in separate incident in Spanish Town on Thursday were suspect in a recent murder at a gas station in the town. Ricardo Fisher, 23, was fatally shot during a police operation in Dallas Lane in March Penn. Police said a Beretta pistol was recovered from the scene. The second man, 24-year-old Kimar Simit, was killed during a police operation in New Nursery. A firearm was also recovered in that incident. According to Superintendent Nicholson, both Simit and Fisher were also persons of interest in other shooting incidents in the division. And so far, 5 persons were killed by the police within a 24-hour span. The St. Andrew North Police and Major Investigations Division are also trying to establish a motive for the execution-style killing of 2 teen boys in Stonehill in St. Andrew on Thursday night. The boys have been identified as 14-year-old Jermaine Henry, a student of Oberlin High, and 16-year-old Niquan Whitley, a student of Meadowbrook High School. Deputy Superintendent Dalian Clark, acting head of St. Andrew North Police, said the boys were attacked about 11:15 p.m. Both victims were traveling along the Erie Castle Main Road on a motorcycle when loud explosions sounded like gunshots were heard. The police were summoned, and upon arrival they were seen lying on the ground suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the head. The boys were then taken to Kingston Public Hospital where they died while undergoing treatment. Meanwhile, one of the 5 men who escaped from the Barnett Street police station in St. James on Saturday has been recaptured. He is 36-year-old Fidel Ferguson of Mountain View, Greenwood in the parish. Reports are that about 3 a.m. on Sunday, lawmen were summoned by residents of Paisley District in the parish after Ferguson told them he was shot by unknown assailants. Upon the arrival of the police officers, Ferguson, who was identified as one of the escapees, was seen suffering from a gunshot wound to the leg, and he was taken to hospital where he is being treated under police guard. In the meantime, one of the other 4 escapees, 42-year-old Edgar Spence, a laborer of Belinda District, Flower Hill, was fatally shot during a confrontation with the police about 11:45 a.m. on Saturday. On to sports, Kingston College got their ninth hold on the Issa Olivia Shield, the symbol of all-island schoolboy football supremacy, after getting the better of Garvey Massey 4-3 on sudden death penalties in their one-legged final at Stets on Saturday. The game ended 1-1 in regulations time as Omarion O'Brien gave Garvey Massey a 63-minute lead. However, that was cancelled out by Tyreek McKinley's own goal in the 83rd minute. And with the game down to penalties, each team missed 3 each of their 5 regular kicks before KC scored their 2 in sudden death to get the job done. Garvey Massey, who are yet to get a hold on the title, have now lost twice to KC in the playoff after going down 2-0 in 2021, also at Stets. Meanwhile, Premier League Chapelton Maroons shock Cavaliers FC 3-1 in their rescheduled Jamaica Premier League game, which was played at Sabina Park last night, handing the defending champions only their second loss of the season. Chapelton Maroons, which started the game at the foot of the points table, now move into 11th place on 12 points as they completed their first round schedule with their third win ending an 8-game winless run. Mount Pleasant, meantime, remains top of the table with 28 points, followed by Annette Gardens with 27 points. Waterhouse is third with 25 points, followed by Mobay United with 24 in fourth place. Cavaliers and Portmore both have 22 points in 5th and 6th position, respectively. And if you missed the news on this station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.